welcome back to the Minecraft server without a cool acronym. Building that sugarcane, at least I hope, to me it's a piece of sugarcane. I hope it looks like a piece of sugarcane to y'all. That was my very first attempt of just doing no planning of building whatsoever, just kind of see what would happen. The only thing that was plain was for the glass, so that, sugarcane can keep, sugar caning. And I wanted to have some moss and some grass around to give the place a little bit of love. But this was a bit of a challenge for me because I had no idea what I wanted to do. I had an objective to use random blocks, concrete, terracotta, really lime and green, concrete and terracotta. It's a combination of all of this. And I do think it's okay for now. I know it looks ugly. I am okay with this for now. This was supposed to be just a giant replica of a piece of sugarcane. And I didn't want to go out, too far because then this would be on the glass and everything. That probably wouldn't work out. But this is okay for now. I'm okay with it. Hopefully that indicates that this is a sugarcane farm. But for now, we're going to take a sidestep from this area, and we're going to take a trip down to the shopping district. Now, it has been a hot minute since we last stepped foot into the redstone shop, but I have made some good progress on the shop, and whoa, that's a lag spike. I was planning on stopping here for now, so that y'all can see where I'm currently at. Because I got some big plans. I have no idea how these are going to be executed. But they are plans indeed. Alright, so I'm going to drop down here, down into the elevator shaft. Y'all can see what I've been working on. Okay. So, over there is, where the main area is going to be. But we're going to take a step right here so y'all can see what I'm kind of envisioning. So this is going to be the entryway area into the shop. Over here is going to be the temporary storage system. Like any quote-unquote deliveries that come in from the elevator and they need to be processed through inventory and whatnot, they're going to be stored right here before they go down into the shop. Up above, there's iron bars that's supposed to indicate rails for a crane for the shop. So the idea behind these is that there's a massive elevator, a massive 8x8 industrial commercial sized elevator. Okay, it's a big elevator. It's meant to take big loads into the shop. The idea behind this is that there will be a crane. The tracks are going to, in theory, go out to here so that the crane operator can pick up the items that are here and be rolled into the store without having to, carry a lot of weight. Then it's kind of hard to see, but there's polished deep slate right here that's supposed to indicate a turntable. There's one right here. Goes along this way because it's attached here. It's supposed to be a turntable here for the crane, so that if things need to get moved, the crane comes along here, it turns on the turntable, goes right here, and it stops. Wherever. On the other side of this wall is going to be a shop. No, I'm sorry, not a shop. It's going to be an office. I'm in a shop. This is an office. It's going to be my office. It's going to be my office where I can work, see how things are going, and, just a place to it's just an area for me to just sit down so I can just work. I'm planning on adding a system where it's a low inventory detector for all the shops. So what's going to happen is that if an item that I'm being sold in this room, per example, runs low, let's say 10%, a signal is going to run from this shop into my office, and a redstone lamp is going to turn on. It's going to indicate saying, hey, this is low. My light is on, and this supply is low. So that then tells me, okay, I need to go and get whatever the supply is. without having to manually search in to see how I'm doing. The lights will just tell me which items are low. If the lights are not on, then that means I don't need to restock. But I'm probably thinking about maybe 10 to 15% capacity would be ideal for a signal to run from the shop to my office. Anyways, moving on from here, we have the stairway that goes down. I'm debating on how I should do the ceiling because of these tracks. I want to have the crane in here. I also want to have an open ceiling concept. So I'm trying to figure out what will be the best thing here. But running down these sides are going to be waterfalls. There's going to be sea lanterns along the back of on each of these, just to have some light. And water's going to be flowing down the sides. That's just a nice little decoration thing. And then coming up into this main room is going to be 2 separate floors of the store. So there's going to be 3 shops down here on this side, 3 on this side, and then going up to the second floor, there's going to be 3 and 3. And right here, this is where the bottom of the river is that's running right by my shop. So what I'm wanting to do is that as you are walking into the store and you are walking down the stairs, you look up and you see the bottom of this river that's right here. There is a patch of dirt that's right here. This is to indicate the ceiling of the glass roof that's going to be right here. Because of this patch right here, this is the lowest patch of the river, at least in this area. And this layer lines up with this block. So it's going to be dug out, and it's going to have an opening to see the bottom of the riverbed. To see all the fishes and everything, just to have a nice little aquatic feel to it. So I'm selling redstone. You all know this. I'm selling redstone on the server. And each room is going to have its own unique redstone component, or whatever you want to call it. Like, for example, this room is just going to be basics. Like redstone, repeaters, maybe comparators. Comparators will probably end up in here. So this is like one room. Another room, this will be pistons, both sticky and normal pistons will be in here. Another example will probably be slime blocks. Have a room dedicated to slime. Snow, she is going to be decorating this room because of our agreement that we had, or that we currently have, the agreement that we have. So she's going to decorate this room however she wants. This is going to be the slime room. And then, y'all get the idea. There's also going to be a honey room where I'm going to be selling the honey blocks and wax and maybe honey bottles just as a separate item. Maybe. It will depend on the demand. But what I'm wanting to do is that, let's say that this room right here is going to be the honey room. What's going to happen is that I'm going to have 2 rows along the side. It's going to be about 1 row down here, 1 row up here. And it's going to have bee farms running along the side. So there could be 1 bee farm right here, 1 bee farm right up here, another one here, another one up there, so on and so forth. And it's all going to be connected underneath with hoppers so that every time whenever a dispenser gets fired with a honey block or a shear, it's going to fire, it's going to get dropped down into the hopper line, and it's going to end up going up into a filtering system to where it will redirect the bottles or wax into separate areas. So that way, there will be, the items will be split up, and the wax will go into one item, and then the bottles will go into another item. And then after that, there's going to be a crafter that's going to be firing constantly. Whenever there's enough honey bottles, the crafter is going to dispense honey. It's going to automatically resupply the honey. So really, the shop that's going to be selling honey, it's going to be a self-loading shop, basically. It's basically, I'm never going to run out of supply. The only supply that's going to be run out, technically, will be the bottles. But those can be recycled too after the crafter has used them. So there's going to be a separate system that's going to be used up for the bottles that will recycle all the used bottles back into whatever dispensers are needed next. I know it's like based off of priority, so that may be an issue. I'm going to need a lot of bottles so that doesn't happen, but that's pretty much the gist on how things are going to go. So yeah, that's on the agenda. So really what's going to happen is that this area is going to be dug out in some way, shape, or form. Not sure if it's going to be the ideal setup, but I am wanting to at least dig out the cavities of each store to a good distance, probably right here as a start, just to empty it out, just to see what happens. So that's what we're going to be doing. We're just going to be doing a lot of digging here. And I got a lot of shulker boxes here. Y'all can see my stuff. The iron was separate ordeal. And then what's in here was stuff that I brought with me for the decoration, but also, separate stuff. But yeah. All right. Time to do some digging. Okay. I think this is a good stopping point for now. This is kind of, what I'm wanting. Up on the second floor, that's going to get dug out. But that's going to wait a little later because I am wanting to start a very small project. Now, I got a bunch of cobblestone. And I'm stopping here because I got a bunch of cobblestone. I already took some of the loads back to my base, but I got a bunch of cobblestone. And I need the cobblestone for a very simple project that I'm wanting to work on to add into the server. So, many moons ago, there was a series that was done in Minecraft. I'll probably say about 12 years ago. It was just a mini-series, per se. It was called Seedlings. It was the Seedlings show. And the lore behind it was that there was just a group of NPCs in a lonely world. And they think it was just them in a village. And there was, no one else. They didn't know of the series. Happened. A group of friends. They went on a journey. Found the Ender Dragon. They rode the Ender Dragon. And then, long story short, the season just stopped. The entire series stopped. It ended on season 2. And it ended on a cliffhanger. And 12 years later, there's nothing. There was no word or anything. I think it was maybe 2016 or so that the last post was made on Facebook. And it's gone. Like that was it. There's nothing else. There was a social media post. That was it. They said that they had big plans for the series, but nothing came out of it. But anyways, I'm sidetracking. I'm wanting to build the village that this series is based in. So there's an ocean right here. The ocean, is about right here. And I would like to build the village mimicking the exact build that was in the series and putting it here in this world. And there's just an ocean that's right here. It would make sense to use this as part of the background because in the series, and one of the back ends of the village, there was a house where a professor was, and there was the ocean. My objective is that between this episode and next episode, the end of next episode, is that I be building a village, mimicking all of that. And I have no idea where to put it. So I'm going to look and try and figure out. It's really just one big square plot. Just a big square. It's as simple as you can get with that. So the area is not that main concern. It's just, trying to figure out where to put it. Like I put it in an area where, it's relatively flat. I don't mind, taking out that mountain behind me and cleaning it up and putting it right there. That actually would be a pretty good spot for it. And then I could get some villagers and have them roam around here. Maybe. I'm not sure. But that is the plan of what I'm wanting to do, is to put it somewhere over here along this coastline. Maybe over here. I'm not sure. maybe over there. I'm not sure. But it's just a side project of just having this village. I actually may put it right there just because of the flatness that's right here. I may do that. But anyways, I digress. I'm wanting to put this village in this world in a remembrance of the Seedlings series. It was a good show, and it stopped, and I'm wanting to bring it back. I got a bunch of cobblestone, and I'm going to use it because the village had used a lot of cobblestone. At least I think. I can't remember. But anyways, this project is happening. It's a mini project. I'm excited for it. I know I got a bunch of other projects going on. It's not like, I got an industrial district or a redstone shop or something. But we can always do it with more projects. We always need more projects. We gotta keep our brains busy. We gotta keep going and stuff. Plus, this will be fun, so I'm looking forward to it. The hard part is digging it all out. The fun part is gonna be building it. I'm excited for that. That's gonna be super fun. It's hard to find a blueprint. It's hard to find a blueprint. I'm just rambling on. Anyways, I'm gonna go find a spot. We'll start digging. I have no idea where. I'm gonna think about it, but I'm gonna see. We're gonna dig, baby. We're gonna dig hard. We're gonna get a good area, and it'll be fun. I'm excited for this mini project. It'll be super exciting. I also can't wait for the final results. Okay, anyways, moving on. All right, blah. Alrighty, so after a little bit of searching around, I believe I found the perfect spot. This hill is gone. This entire area, going from somewhere over here to somewhere over that way, is going to be the layout of the village. I left these trees here just so you can kind of see where the landscape was. The mountain was like, over here. And then there's like a little hill over here. But I let these trees here just so you just so y'all could see where the landscape was that I was digging out. So I don't know how big this is going to be, but this is just a starting point. It's going to be flat, going from this layer out beyond over this way. There's going to be some terraforming and everything to go up with the water. But this entire area is where the Seedlings village is going to be. I collected almost everything from the digging out and excavating. I didn't collect everything, but this was sort of like, just later on towards the middle and towards the end. I got... there we go. So we got these two shulker boxes, and I got all this stuff right here and this stuff right here. And I saved it all because I didn't know how much dirt and stone I was going to need to do a lot of filling. So I'm doing a lot of filling. The main area, I believe, is going to be about this height. I'm probably just going to have to remove all of this and just replace it with dirt. And then just go along this way and fill it up at this height going this way. And it will probably go at least until this body of water. But I am happy that this part is finally done and I can actually move on, to clearing all this up. So I'm going to go ahead and get started. And we'll do some terraforming and some landscaping. At least getting this part flat to having to go out that way. That means a lot of clearing of trees. I'm going to see if I can try and reach this one. No, I can't. Oh, man. There we go. All right. Time to do some chopping. Okay, this is a start. This is a start for what we want to do. So this is just a platform of where the village is going to be. I almost ran out of dirt doing this. I got a couple stacks left, but I was getting dangerously close because I ran out of dirt in this stuff, and then the dirt that I had from the first couple layers up of this hill was over there. And I was running out, so I was very concerned. But this is just a starting point. This is just to see how it would all work out. Because I have no clue what in the world I need to do. I don't know how far I need to go back. I don't know how far I need to go wide. This is just a start. The width of this is obviously not long enough. It's not. It's nowhere near long enough. But the center, I don't know where the center of this village is going to be. All that I know is that the temple is going to be back over here, and the laboratory, the professor's place, is going to be over here. And then the pumpkin mash store is over here, and the library is over here. Somewhere over here. And somewhere that works. Okay, so this is the true center. This right here is the true center of the place. Okay. This block right here. Boom. There's wool that indicates the center. That is the fountain. This is the fountain. Wow, this is a challenge. This is an absolute challenge trying to figure out where this should go. Okay, so this row right here is the center. I'll do this just as like visual cues to indicate that this is the center. Okay, so this is the center of the artificial island or platform or whatever you want to call it. Once the professor's house to be about right here. If the professor's house is about right here, then there could be some terraforming to go down and back over that way. So, let's see. I would probably say, just to start off, maybe let's just say no. About right there. This is the back of the professor's house. This edge right here. Then there's a bunch of open area where they can go down, and it'll line up here so that they have access to the beach. Based off of that reference, I think the center is going to be here. I think. Let's just say it's right there, just as a reference. Then it's going to go this way. More houses, more buildings, and all that. Then the temple is going to be about here, probably. About right here. So I have to probably say, just as a reference, we can start from there because that is the defined ending point. That edge where the scaffolding row is a fixed point. This is the official edge of the village on this side. It's not defined this way or this way. It's semi-defined over here because this is a fixed point. But I don't know how far that needs to go back. So this is the edge right here. This is the center. Pathway is going to run through it, and then this is like the edge. Okay. I'm doing some research, and I will get back with you whenever I have an approximation of at least, something. So, quick progress update. This is a lot more difficult than what I was anticipating. It's really difficult whenever you're trying to build something that you have no external references other than videos. I'm only working off of 12 videos with this village, and this is what I got so far. I mean, it's not bad. I think so far it's pretty accurate. This right here, this little spot right here is throwing me off because there's not a good angle in any of the videos that are out there that shows this portion right here. I mean, I don't know why you want to, but this is difficult. The proportions right here, because this house is throwing me off because I'm using the front doors right here to build the bakery that's right here, because in many videos, in 12 of the 12 videos, it shows where the front door is from here. The front door is right here. It's off by 6. It's literally this square right here. It's this square and this column right here. This block right here is the door. This is the door. And I don't know the distance between, how big this building needs to be. And that's so frustrating. It's very, very difficult. But everything else is going okay. So just to give you a footprint on what's going on, this is the professor's place. Not fully built, obviously, but it's just a placeholder. Then there's a path, right here. This is Mark and Sammy's place. This is going to get, decorated eventually. This is a random house number 1. You don't see the inside of this house, but you only see the exterior. And I believe there's nothing in this house. So, therefore, there will be nothing in this house. This is random house number 2. Again, same thing. Random house, no decorations, whatever. And my temporary island, my plateau, my man-made plateau that I made, it stops on this block right here. So obviously, this was not enough. I need a lot more dirt. I should have grabbed the dirt that I was mining up. I grabbed most of it, but not all of it, and I am highly regretting my decision that I did not do that much sooner. Yeah. Anyways, that is where I'm currently at. I'm stuck, but I'm I'm just trying to see, just doing trial and error, trying to find as many angles as I can. There's a bunch of hidden angles that you typically don't see in these episodes that can be huge hints. I'm not worried about the size of the pumpkin mash store, the library, the temple, or the professor's place. Those are defined structures. Those are pretty easy to build up because of how much time is spent around in those places. Because those are like the core places on the edge of the village. And now the distance is what's killing me. It's all about the distance, trying to find the right angles for the houses and everything. And I had to jump through so many videos. It was absolutely not fun. I'm enjoying the process, but doing the digging and everything, it is rough, dude. But yeah, good progress has been made. I'm proud of myself so far. Things are going very, very well. Things are going fantastic. Now, the tricky part is, just trying to do all the temporary placeholders and everything. Just trying to figure out where everything goes. So, one last final update before the episode ends. It turns out I was super close to anticipating the middle of the village. I was off by a couple blocks. So, that's the center. This was my prediction. The center is right here? I was off by 5 blocks? That's impressive. I was just guessing. I'm off by 5 blocks. That's really good. I'm proud of myself with that one. I finally figured out I believe to be the right spacing, and it lines up. I believe it lines up perfectly. So that is going to end it here for today. Next episode, we're going to be focusing on this all the way, finishing up the foundations, finishing up everything else, and building the structures from the ground up to get it all to its former glory. And now the tricky part is going to be the dirt. Filling in the dirt and filling in everything underneath. That's going to be the most tedious project. But that's going to be the very last thing that I'm going to do. I'm so excited for this project. It's so nice to actually see it come to fruition, and it's just starting to actually finally come up out of the ground. What was once a hill, I was like up there, and a flower forest. Actually, am I still in the flower? Yeah, I'm in the flower forest. I'm in the flower forest right now. From what was once a hill to a flower forest, and is now a flat land with a village coming up. I'm excited that it's actually all coming together. I'm excited to finish this and to just walk through it, just as a glorious moment in a revisit of the days of like the Xbox 360 days and early Java days. That was such an incredible series, and I'm so excited that this is finally coming together. So please, if y'all enjoy this episode, please subscribe and leave a like. That'll be absolutely fantastic. By doing that, it guarantees yourself to see the ending of this mini project. I call it mini. It's actually pretty big, but it's smaller than what I'm doing for my Redstone shop. Redstone shop is a bit more, and I wanted to do this one just to break away from everything else that I'm doing. So please leave a like, subscribe, so that y'all can see the ending of this. And other than that, y'all take care, and I'll see y'all in the next one. Bye.